Man, I'm just gonna say it how it is. Something doesn't feel right in NASCAR right now. The energy is off. And if you've really been paying attention lately, you can feel it too. This past weekend didn't just give us a storyline, it gave us two heavy ones. The kind that stick with you after the race is over, the kind that make you question where things are heading. Because what we watched unfold wasn't just random, it felt like something bigger building up in real time. We're talking about tension, frustration, and things not going the way they're supposed to. And honestly, it's starting to feel like more than just a rough race weekend. It's like we're watching something slowly unravel. What makes it even more intense is that it all played out step by step, first before the green flag even dropped, and then during the race when everything went downhill. If you're a real NASCAR fan, you already know this one hits different. But before we break it all down, quick reminder, if you're new here, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. This is NASCAR Racing Breakdown, and we're building something real here. The goal is 100 true NASCAR fans who live and breathe this sport just like we do. All right, let's get into it. Because what's going on with Kyle Busch right now? This isn't just a bad race, this feels like a spiral. Let's start before the race even began at Martinsville Speedway during qualifying for the Cookout 400. And honestly, it couldn't have gone much worse for him. While Denny Hamlin goes out and lays down a 19.275-second lap to grab the pole, and guys like Byron, Josh Berry, Ty Gibbs, and Shane Van Gisbergen show serious speed, Busch, he ends up 34th. And it's not just the position, it's how he described the car. Sideways, loose, basically undrivable. That's not a driver who's just missing the setup by a little. That's a driver with zero trust in what he's driving. Then reporters ask if they can fix it before the race, and the answer? Nobody really knows. That's when the red flags start waving. It got even more telling when he said he'd need a caution early, around lap 30 to 40, because the tires wouldn't last. Think about that. Before the race even starts, he already knows the car isn't going to survive a long run. And that's where this starts feeling bigger than just one weekend. Because here's the reality. Kyle Busch hasn't won since June 2023. That's now over 100 races without a win. For a two-time champion and one of the best to ever do it, that's not just a slump, that's a serious drought. He's driving the number 8 for Childress Racing, and right now, the speed just isn't there. Even Kevin Harvick talked about it on his show and said what a lot of fans are thinking. When Busch first joined RCR in the Gen 7 era, they had speed, they were winning. But since midway through that first season, it's been a steady decline. And now, it feels like they've completely lost their edge. Harvick even said he's concerned about how this plays out, especially with this being a contract year for Busch. And that pressure, it's real. Then the race starts, and everything Busch predicted actually happens. No early caution. By lap 46, he's already a lap down. Before that, you hear it on the radio, the frustration boiling over, asking for more rear brake, more drive-off, just begging for something to make the car workable. That's not just irritation, that's a driver hitting a breaking point. And the results? They back it up. After stage 1, all 3 RCR cars are 26th or worse. This isn't just Busch struggling, it's the entire team. He came into the race sitting 23rd in points, still without a top 10 this season. Let that sink in. Kyle Busch, no top 10s yet. Back-to-back finishes outside the 20, and then Martinsville turns into another setback. When you connect all of it, from qualifying to race day, it paints a clear picture. He knew the car was bad. He said it was bad, and the race proved it was even worse. Now the conversation shifts. This isn't just about fixing one race anymore. It's about whether they can fix this at all and what it means moving forward. Because this is a contract year. This is a future Hall of Fame driver, and this is a team that can't compete right now. That combination, it's dangerous. It could lead to a comeback story or something completely different. And if we're being real as fans, it doesn't feel like things are trending in the right direction. That's the hard part, because people want to see Busch win again. They want to see RCR back at the front. But after what we saw at Martinsville, the road back looks tough. So now I want to hear from you. What do you think is really going on here? Is it the car, the team, or something deeper? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's talk about it. Because my take is simple. This isn't just Busch having a rough stretch. This is bigger than that. Kyle Busch still has the talent. That doesn't disappear. You don't just forget how to drive at that level. But when the car doesn't have balance, grip, or long run pace, you get exactly what we're seeing right now. Frustration, mistakes, radio outbursts, results that don't match the driver. And what worries me most? This isn't new. Kevin Harvick already pointed it out. This has been trending downward for a while. That makes it a pattern. And in NASCAR, patterns can define an entire season. If they don't figure it out soon, this year could slip away fast. And with it being a contract year, the stakes are even higher. Now it's not just about performance, it's about the future. And honestly, if this continues, don't be surprised if conversations start about Busch making a move. Not because he wants to, but because something has to change. Either RCR finds speed, or Busch finds a new opportunity. That's just how this sport works. At the same time, don't count him out. We've seen him bounce back before. We've seen him win when things looked bad. And if there's anyone who can turn it around, it's him. But right now, after Martinsville, this feels like a turning point. Either this is where things start getting fixed, or this is where it really starts falling apart. And as fans, we're watching it happen in real time. If you're new here, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to NASCAR Racing Breakdown. We're building a real community of fans who actually follow this sport every single week. And here's something else that I don't think enough people are talking about. This isn't just affecting Kyle Busch, it's affecting how other drivers race around him too. Because when a driver like Kyle Busch is stuck mid-pack or worse, it changes everything. You've got one of the most aggressive, most talented drivers in the field fighting through traffic instead of running up front. That creates tension, that creates risk, and over time, that can lead to bigger moments, contact, frustration, even more controversy. And we've seen this before in NASCAR. When top-tier drivers aren't where they're supposed to be, the entire race dynamic shifts. That's why this situation matters more than just stats or finishes. It's not just about where he's running, it's about what that means for the whole field. And let's not ignore the mental side of this either. Confidence is everything in this sport. When you hear Kyle Busch on the radio sounding defeated before the race even gets going, that tells you a lot. This is a guy who built his career on confidence, on knowing he could take any car and push it to the limit. But right now, that belief doesn't sound the same. Either RCR finds something and starts climbing back, or this situation keeps sliding and the questions just get louder every week. And you already know how NASCAR works. Once those questions start, they don't stop. So yeah, this isn't just another race weekend. This feels like the start of something bigger, and we're all watching to see which way it goes. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.